Hello, fans and friends in your international brick building channel, Brick City, Stadt Baustein. In the English language, we are continuing to work on the third time of friend house today. A beer garden has already been created. However, I want to incorporate a tavern and a small brewery into the building. We will remove the top floors relating to empty basement space where the brewery will be established. This room will house the production on the liquid gold, featuring a cattle serval tanks for malt storage hopes and various equipment. Of course, there will be also an fermentation tank to store of beer. All of this will be connected with numerous pipes to the cattle storage tanks and, of course, to the injection room. The filling station is supposed to go here. I have built a small machine with a conveyor belt. Bottles are sorted here, then they go through the dishwasher, make over, or then directed to the filling system. And of course, at the front, the finished product comes to the curved capes and levels of the bottles. Whether this machine and the entire conveyor belt exist exactly as described, I cannot say. I have looked at many pictures. Yes, I have come up with something similar. It took all very much in the filling system, and I needs to be placed in this empty space. I have measured everything beforehand, and it fits perfectly in here. The college and the green sweeteries plans is filling the machine with empty bottles. Then they go through the dishwasher and, of course, the filling process. And the college back there is sorting the bottles into crates. Here is another one, filling the barrels so that it's also bottled beer, but also draft beer. And there would be an entire filling process. A refrigeration system is still missing, but opportunity, I don't have space for it. So I thought, let's utilize the space under the stairs and grate of rock grill here. For that, I want to make bits in tumble in the stairs and remove the parking lot. And behold, an entrance to the rock cellar emerges, already filled with barrels and crates. I believe the rock cellar looks very intensely. Of course, a small wall is needed to secure the rock cellar. Ultimately, I don't much will be visible. For a completeness, I've assembled something here. I works really well with the plates modified, and it also forms a nice arch. I've inserted it here. There's still a bit of space, but as I said, I don't go away in any way. And yes, for the honest satisfaction of having something there, I find it quite okay. The advantage of the whole story is that the parking lot not slopes forward instead of backward. It also looks much better than before. And as mentioned, you don't see much of the rock cellar. Even the interior, you really don't see much of the rock cellar except for the entrance. And with a picture, we conclude the beverage tour and move on the outdoor area. Here, I show you the first picture again from the beginning. I've made some change, modified the balcony above and added beer garden furniture below. It feels more open compared to the previous image. I prefer in this way, especially with a balcony. I don't need doors in the facade. The entire balcony is accessible from the terrace. Taking a closer look to the picture, I've added the tree back, which I found better than before. Moving up the floor, it still need to work in the exterior facade, particularly where the retiring booth house connects. I need to supplement the facade. Doing so, I've also added wooden beams here. And I'm not sure that what the area will become, perhaps a kind of winter garden or covered outdoor space which we'll discover up the upcoming episodes. If attached wooden beams at the front for the next floor, because balconies will be placed there as well. Continuing to the interior of the tavern, I've already constructed the counter and outlined the kitchen layout. The counter looks quite appealing, with a beer barrel, a small sink, and a counter at the back. Stepping into such an old establishment always exudes a rustic charm. I thought it's added a beautiful wooden beam above the counter. It adds a rustic and cozy touch. While it obscures some of the counter, it enhances the overall rustic feel, and I really like it. The entire tavern exudes a rustic charm, especially with the chairs and bench. I need to find red tiles for the floor. Currently I have dark green, which somewhat matched the overall theme. In the kitchen, I've continued to tile the floor, added appliances like a stove extractor, hood and cabinets and a small counter. Which said, the tavern should be mostly finished, except for the tables and bench, which are the degree of change. Moving on the second floor, I still need to complete the entire facade. At the episode, I mentioned the grand green stripes at the house and was undecided about keeping them. I've decided to build it with the sand green stripes and an evaluate whether to keep red coat modified at the ones the fruits on. I'm currently satisfied it adds lively touch to the entire house. However, we'll see now if the looks once of the roof is in place. I may change the overall experience. Notably, at the second floor, facade is complete. It already has a different feel, especially with a balcony at the front, which I really like. The area with visible bottom beams won't have a balcony. That space will be covered by the roof. As for the interior, I'm still unsure about the next steps, whether to create a large hall for events or living space. We'll explore it at the next episode. For the small extension, I thought placing the roof on the same level would reduce the overall size of the building. And we have another beautiful focal point compared to the other two half-timbered houses. Moving on to the roof. As you can see, I'm currently experimenting with colors. Normal red, black, dark red. I think stick with dark red. Feel free to comment on what color you think is better. Dark red is my favorite, along with the sand green stripes. Let me know in the comments whether I should keep them or not. You have seen the roof? That's the current plan. Even for the small extension, I used slopes for a different building technique as it would have been too wild. Since the other two half-timbered houses, we also built with slopes. I opted for slopes. They are a bit flatter, making the roof not as large. At the front gable, I entirely considered attaching a small crane, as it used to be done on transport materials from bottom to top. However, I've now decided at masonry and these timber beams to the front gable. I believe it looks really good here. And that concludes today's construction progress. I'll let a few more pictures run and say goodbye. Before that, I want to sincerely thank you to tuning in and for what my standards has been a really great year in 2023. The channel has grown well, which truly delights me. I also want to express my gratitude to my channel's members, even though I haven't focused on this topic much. I just can't find the time, but I still want to thank you for a great support. It means a lot, and it certainly benefits the city. Also, a big thanks to everyone using the links in the description. Much appreciated. Wishing you all a fantastic start to the new year 2024. See you soon and goodbye for you.